Good morning, coming to you live this morning from Yellow Creek Park. I'm Keith with Daviess County Fire Department, Inspector Investigator. I want to talk a little bit this morning about open burning, the do's and don'ts, things that are happening. Weather is changing, it's spring, it's getting warm outside. We're wanting to get outside and do some cleaning up. We've got leaves that have collected over the winter, as well as debris from the snow and the ice we had this winter. So when we clean that debris up, there's some things that we want to do. We want to get rid of that, we want to dispose of it, and burning is one way we can do that. I want to talk about some of the dangers, the do's and don'ts. Right now, the last couple of days at Daviess County Fire, we've had a string of field fires. Yesterday alone, we had 5 throughout the county. Things that are happening, the humidity is low. So a couple of places you can check before you decide to burn that brush pile or burn those leaves. You can get on the National Weather Service website. They will give you some directions on as far as red flag warnings. We're under nothing like that right now, but conditions are good for field fires to happen. Field fires and grass fires. So some things you can burn and you cannot burn. You can burn leaves, you can burn brush. Those things are perfectly legal to burn out in the county. There are areas, subdivisions, trailer parks, places such as that do not allow any type of open burning. So always know the rules and regulations of where you live. We're not allowed to burn leaves in ditches on the county or the state highway right-of-way on the roads. So you want to get it out of those areas. If you have a garden, places like that where you're going to plant a garden this spring, take those leaves, take that brush to that garden area. Should be much safer to burn in that area there. Any questions you have, of course, always reach out to us at Daviess County Fire, 270-685-8440, or on our Facebook page, and we'll have information posted such as that. You can see around me here this morning out at Yellow Creek Park, we've got some debris that has come down over the winter. That's the kind of stuff we would want to clean up. So the area I'm standing in front of is not a good area to be burning in. We've got a canopy overhead. We don't want to be inside the canopy. We want to be out in a good clear area, have the area clear around us. Always be mindful of what your neighbors are doing as well. We want to pick a day where the wind is not blowing, where that smoke doesn't engulf our neighbors around us. And again, if you've got questions about in your neighborhood, if you're under an acre of ground, you must have a burn permit. Burn permits are free of charge. We do issue those at Daviess County Fire. So again, reach out to us and we'll answer any and all questions, and hopefully you'll have some safe burning. Here in a moment, we're going to look at a brush pile across the way here and talk about an area that is good to burn a brush pile in. So we've moved now to an area where the folks here at Yellow Creek Park, the Parks Department employees, have put a brush pile together to dispose of this brush, burn it later this year. As you can see, this area here we're in is out in the wide open. So during the forestry hazard burn season that happens in the spring and the fall of every year, we're in the season right now, February 15th through April 30th. You must be 150 feet from any woodland or brushland, and as you can tell, we are at least that away from any of the woods here at the park. This is a good area to do an open burn in, control burn. So when you make that call and you call the fire department and advise us that you're going to have a control burn, some of those things you want to think about. Be 150 feet from that woodland or brushland. Make sure you've got all the debris, leaves and such, in your vegetation cleaned up and up into the pile. If you can be in an area that's green, that's great. That'll keep that fire from spreading. And of course, when you are doing that burning, you always want to stay there and attend to that fire. Watch and make sure no hazards are noticed. Nothing is flying to neighbors' properties, anything like that. Jordan, folks are often asking the fire department, why do we allow open burning in the county? Of course, we're always wanting to clean up storm debris, leaves, and things that fall through the fall and the winter. And in agriculture, farmers have to clean up what's called drift. When we have backwater come up in fields, it washes up corn stalks and debris from various rivers and creeks. So that is one of the many reasons why open burning is allowed. But again, we always want to make sure we do it safely and be conscious of all of our neighbors around. So that concludes today. If you are going to be open burning in the near future, don't hesitate to call, and we'll advise of all conditions. And again, just use good common sense. If the wind's blowing outside and it's a beautiful day, but the wind's blowing and you know the wind's blowing more than it should be, then don't light that fire. And when hesitating, always just call us and we'll let you know what the conditions are, if they're favorable or not. Thanks and have a good day.